Just show him a burrito, and he'll be like, "Damn it, we're booking that for Raw."
It's Thursday. You know what time it is. Time for the hottest wrestling podcast on the planet. Beyond the Barricade with your hosts, Dollar Bill, the Cleaner, and the Brain. Let's get started.
Well, first off, I want to say again, thank you so much for following us on YouTube, on Spotify, and Instagram. Thank you for all the love and likes, and also your commentary and feedback and reviews. We really appreciate it, and we're grateful for it.
And
Indeed.
we're also grateful that you didn't come out with pitchforks this week.
Give it time.
Hey.
They may.
Yeah, give him time. Give him time. We got some haters, coming our way.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna say something stupid, and next thing you know, the sky is gonna turn red with all the pitchforks and flames outside my house.
Yeah, and then your screen's gonna go black, and we're like, oh crap, he joined the House of Black.
Oh,
exactly. So, Brain, what subject has you concocted for us this week?
Well, as you know, wrestling goes back thousands of years, back to the ancient Greeks and Romans. And
yes.
I believe some of the wrestlers today could trace their lineage all the way back to those combatants.
Yes, the Trojans versus the Romans in a War Games match. Roman wins every time.
That's only because he's protected. He's protected by a Trojan.
Just remember also, and as you said earlier, Julius Caesar versus Mark Antony in the Coliseum.
Yes. 2 out of 3 falls match.
It tore the place down.
Literally.
And that's why it looks the way it does today. Seriously, guys, wrestling has always been a family tradition. And there are dynasties and families that go back, God, longer than any of us have been alive.
If we had a soundboard, right here I would play Dun Dun. Wrestling has more than one royal family. That would have been perfect.
Yeah. But you know what? He's right. There have been so many families that have come through wrestling over the years. It's not even funny. I mean...
So, which one do we want to talk about first? The obvious one? The semi-obvious one? Or the obscure one?
Well, we could start with... That's a good question. What do you think, Dala?
I mean, we could start with the obvious, but we also pride ourselves in showcasing talent that doesn't get shown very often or has any highlights. So we should also try to find the obscure ones that we see, or we could see that are actually rising up in the ranks.
So I present to you the family of Doinks.
Oh, Lord.
Lordy.
Doink 1, Doink 2, and Dink.
Dink, yep.
Oh my
Wasn't
God.
there like a Donk?
No, there was just Doink and Dink.
No, wasn't like a 5-man tag at one point with all those
Doinks? There was like 4 Dinks, or 4 Doinks and a Dink. Or it was Doink and 4 Dinks.
Oh, yeah, it was like there was like a few of them. I remember. I can't remember where though.
Can we consider them a family?
Nah. I don't think so.
Basically, it's just 5 guys dressed up the same.
Okay, so if I said to you, what's the first wrestling family that comes to your mind? Shoot.
I know for me, but what about you, Brain?
I'm going with the Rhodes family.
Surprising. That was actually my first answer. Hard to win my second.
Because when I started watching wrestling as a kid, I was always watching like the AWA and NWA on Channel 11 on Saturday afternoons.
Yep.
Yes, Channel 11 here in New York.
And they would always have at least one match a week with Dusty. Or a promo with Dusty.
Now, was this NWA, was this like you would just tune in and it would show you at least like a match from like all the different promotions under the NWA banner?
No, wait a second, because I remember these two, but I had to watch. The only way I could watch NWA was through the old UHF channels on 68, and
Mm,
that's when I watched. That's when I first watched NWA and WCCW and even UWF.
okay.
So, but as far as I remember, AWA, it was just in one area
AWA, I remember, was on ESPN at one point.
at one point, but it was also on Channel 11 on WPIX New York.
Oh, okay. I thought he meant NWA.
Yeah, NWA was
I
on.
watched both.
Okay. So
Yeah,
NWA on Pix, that show, would you just like tune in and it would show you like a match from like all the different promotions, or was it one of those studio shows?
that was a studio
It
show.
was actually the tape of a house show for one of the promotions.
Ah,
So
that's right.
like one week they would be at Mid South. Next week they'd be at Smoky Mountain. Another week they'd be somewhere else.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah, because I remember.
But AWA was always like the studio show.
Yeah. I mean, you know what's weird was that anytime I watch AWA on ESPN Classic, because that's where it airs now.
Yeah.
Like, and it's still surprising because, like, obviously, you know, Vince owns the rights, and that's another family we could talk about, the Gagnes.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
good one.
But in terms of the AWA, you know, it was always like, it always felt like a house show, but it was always on like it was the ESPN tapings, and so it would always be on ESPN Classic, and I always watch it, and there'd be a ton of guys that I never knew were in the AWA.
Right?
And that was at one time the biggest promotion in the country.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The American Wrestling Alliance.
Yep. So, yeah, you
But since
talked
we're
about the
talking about
roads.
the territories, there's one name that has to come up:
And what's that?
the Crockett's.
Jim Crockett's promotion.
I was gonna go a different route.
Ooh, what's what was that?
The Von Erichs.
That's a whole family, though. I think the Crockett's were we talk about the promotion with regards to.
Oh, I mean, okay, yeah. Because I didn't.
territories.
All I know is Jim and Jerry Crockett.
I can't remember the second one. I remember Jim
I know,
Crockett.
I know Jim Crockett promotion is the promotion that eventually became WCW.
Uh huh.
Um.
Bill Crockett took over after
Oh,
Dad
Bill
passed.
Okay.
Okay.
You're thinking Jerry Jarrett.
Yeah. Okay. Because I know there's Jim.
Jeff's father.
Jeff's father. Yep. Because I know there is Jim Crockett.
Mhm.
So he was the father, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was also, and I think didn't the Von Erichs own the World Class Championship Wrestling?
Yes, they did. It was their father, Fritz.
Fritz. Okay.
Because that's the funny thing. Like he was like a German like sympathizer and obviously the biggest heel in the territory.
Mhm.
And then all of his sons become the biggest baby faces. And then he becomes a baby face eventually.
It happens.
So yeah, crazy world of wrestling was back in the 80s.
Was?
I mean, it's crazy for another reason today.
Oh yeah.
Because like I don't think
Look at Bray. Wait, what? Uh-oh. We have a live update.
what just happened.
Crockett Promotions is no longer owned by WWE.
Wait, are we talking about the new Jim Crockett Promotions?
We are now.
Because there was a new Jim Crockett Promotions made that was created specifically for the
Share it.
no, the what do you call it? Flair. All right, I'm gonna go
Hmm?
here. Present.
Share the page. I got the page up,
All right. Here we go.
and I will
owner David Crockett. But
Yeah, so it looks so Vince owns the original, which I think is under the WCW license. But then this new version, the revival, is on, I guess, David Crockett.
for the revival.
Yeah, because they had to.
FTR, baby.
They
Top
had
guys out.
Mhm.
this because they actually used that name, the Jim Crockett promotion, for the Ric Flair last match.
Okay. Because I remember hearing all over the place.
And it was only revived because so May 16th, 2022, Ric Flair announces he would return to the ring for one last match under Jim Crockett Promotions.
Wow.
Shortly after Flair's announcement, David Crockett and Conrad Thompson filed for U.S. trademarks on Jim Crockett Promotions and JCP with respective wrestling events, news, and merchandise. So yeah, so this company is separate from the original
Right.
in the same way that the current All Japan Pro Wrestling is different from the original All Japan Pro Wrestling.
Oh.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
It's-
totally.
Technically the same, like it has the same lineage and the same history and all that. Just technically, it's a new company.
Hmm.
Right. Under new management, they say.
Well, I mean, like, it's not even what I mean is like the old company, at least from a business standpoint, ceased to exist, and then there's a new company with the same name, same lineage, same everything.
I guess
'Cause
to me,
That's what happened with All Japan.
yeah.
That's a
Right.
story from another time.
Yeah.
I consider the
Because
same.
I could see the smoke coming out of Brain's ears right now.
No, that's good. I'm good.
No, I just want to make sure I make it clear. That's all.
Yeah.
But back to the family, though. Families, familias. So
So since we're in the still in the territories, how about a second generation wrestler, Jake Roberts?
Oh
second gen?
yes.
He's
He's
second
a second gen. Yeah. Oh, I forgot the name of his.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because
I never
this
heard
is
of.
this is a whole Dark Side of the Ring episode. His father was a real piece of shit,
Ugh.
and then his sister
Grizzly Smith.
was Grizzly Smith, yes, and his sister's Rockin' Robin.
Yep.
I did not know that.
You're gonna love who his ex sister-in-law is.
Ex sister-in-law.
Ex sister-in-law.
Oh
Was it-
dear.
So I
Married to his
wonder.
half brother,
Okay.
baby doll.
Whoa. I just looked at Grizzly Smith's Wikipedia. The first
Yeah.
sentence, the last sentence in the third paragraph before it goes professional wrestling career was just, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I don't
know.
know. I don't think I'm going to post it, but I'll just say that involves.
No, we're gonna leave that.
Yeah, let's just leave that alone. Let's just say
We'll leave that as is.
I will.
If
I
you
will
wanna
say
look-
this: watch the Dark Side of the Ring episode on him
and
if you want. Yeah.
and it's also in Wiki. Look it up yourself. We're not going to touch it. It's just say it's something that even a little too much for us.
Only Vince McMahon would touch it.
I don't know about that.
I will make that singer. I'll take the heat on that.
All right. Yeah, if you get booted out again, man.
I'll blame that bastard Punk.
No, wait a minute.
He's-
He's the son of a bitch. The bastard is Pac.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
true. That's true. I'm the bastard Pat. All right, but I
And there
didn't know
was-
that about Jake.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
You know what's insane? It's like a lot of the like especially today, there's a lot of people that's like you find out that are sons and daughters of like that are second generation superstars.
Hmm.
For example, one person that I never knew who was a second generation superstar, Carmella.
Huh?
Really?
Her father was in the business. Who he was a jobber though, so you don't really know him that much. The guy's name was Paul Van Dale.
Oh my goodness, I
So
see that.
Yeah.
he went under his shoot name. I didn't know that, and yeah, that's where she is. She's a second generation superstar.
I wonder how pissed her dad is. No, probably his dad's probably proud of her for being not a
Oh, yeah.
jobber.
Way more famous than he was.
Quite,
Hell yeah.
quite, much more. Just wow. Especially in the '80s, jobbers were a dime a dozen. I hate to say this.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. They were. It was really common to see them on superstars and house shows and TV, like jobbers. All
I
over the place.
mean, we could go on and on about how many second generation superstars that were signed during like the early 2010s.
Oh, we gotta cover a couple, but not too much. No, it's just enough.
Yeah, just enough.
Yeah,
That's
fine,
Like,
man.
Okay, here's one that you don't see and hear about too often.
Mm-hmm.
He's cousin to the Inouye family.
I know why.
Yeah. He is the son of Tama.
Who?
Jacob
son?
Fatu.
Wait, Jacob Fatu?
Jacob
Wait. Son of Tama Tonga?
Tama, the Tonga kid.
I thought you meant Tama Tonga as in
No,
Gorillas of
not New
Destiny?
Japan.
Yeah, Sam
No.
Fatu.
Okay, yes, I've heard of Sam Fatu. See, that whole like family tree, because like technically he's actually the Tongas are not a part of it. They're in a whole nother family line.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know this about Tonga Kid. But apparently he was in the opening scene for Highlander.
The Highlander is the movie William Wallace, right?
No,
That's Braveheart.
Yeah, Braveheart. Highlander with Christopher. Oh crap, I can't remember. Lambert. With the basically fighting off immortals. There can only be one. Queen soundtrack.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that then.
Oh, it's a classic. Highlander's a classic.
Oh, it's a great
awesome.
movie.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All right, you probably know Christopher Lambert better as Raiden from Mortal Kombat.
The movie?
Yeah.
I didn't watch the movie. The movie was shit.
Actually, I liked the movie.
I
movie
loved
was
it.
Good.
I saw. That's when it came out. There's a few fights in the theater.
Mortal Kombat, Dragon Ball.
No, Dragon Ball don't count. But
yeah, a lot of those live action movies now I can't watch. They're not good.
now
I don't feel like they do adequate appreciation for the original franchises.
That depends. I mean, it's difficult at times. But yeah, apparently, just to touch back on it upon a bit. So, Tonga Kid was involved in a 6-man tag with Gagne and Brunzel against the Freebirds at the Meadowlands Arena.
Okay.
That was a scene in that movie.
So, that was the scene.
It was a scene.
Oh wow. So
Yeah.
was it like? Did they just like shoot footage from like a house show?
I'm guessing, but I'll have to look at the film later on. But let's go back about Tama though.
Tonga Kid or
Yeah.
Tama Tonga?
Tama Tonga, the kid, son. Yeah.
Gorillas of Destiny? Okay.
One of the 5
Because-
members of Bullet Club.
Okay. Because Tonga Kid, if his name is actually Tama Tonga, I'm gonna get confused so many times.
I don't blame you. Even I had to get confused. Even I had to look it up a bit and trying to clear it up. And I'm waiting for Brain to also help clear it up because
Yeah,
he's got a little more knowledge on this than I do.
Yeah.
it's Tama / the Tonga Kid.
Okay.
He was
so
part of
it's-
the Islanders with Haku.
Oh, you mean that
Oh.
Tonga Kid? See, I'm going. It's a little bit confusing because when I look up that Tonga, they gave a different name, like his different birth name. It says here Sam Fatu.
Yeah, that's his
So-
real name.
So that's what got confusing in Tama, because there's another guy in Tonga. So I was like, what?
So he's used. I'm looking at his stuff right here, or like at least his Wikipedia. He's used several names, like including Tonka Kid, Samoan Savage, Tama Samoa, Wild Samoan Nick, and he's also used Sam Fatu, which is shortened of his real name.
Wow. Samuel Larry Anoa'i Fatu. Man.
Put the picture up.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I remember him. I remember him in a match with Piper, where basically he Piper was shocked because Tonga just Tonga Kid looked at him like that like hulking up look, and Piper's like, oh goodness, oh goodness, oh damn, oh damn. Yeah. Oh no, look.
Yeah, because that whole family, that's a whole nother family. Like, we're not even talking about the Samoan dynasty,
No.
the noise.
Oh god. We saw last week with a family tree how far back it goes.
Yeah. And then so you got in the Tongans, obviously you got Haku, and then he's got his 3 sons that are right now competing in Japan, in New Japan, under the Gorillas of Destiny name. You Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, who WWE fans might know as Camacho.
Mm.
He was the guy that came in on the bicycle, the Mexican guy with Hunico. The funny thing is, the guy is not even Mexican.
Yeah.
It's like Muhammad Hassan. He's played by an Italian dude.
Oh, Vince.
Vince, yeah. And then, so he's got also Hikuleo, and I think they have a 4th kid that I don't know if he's in the business or not.
That's amazing, man. Like, I didn't realize that family goes that far back.
No, they have a pretty sizable family, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I tell you, some crazy stuff you learn here.
Yeah. And maybe the only family that could compare to the Inois is the Hearts, like we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
they
go 3 generations in that family.
Yeah. Well, no, aren't they up to like 4?
Let me see. We started off with Stu first, right?
Yes, Stu was first.
Then Brett and
all his brothers.
Yeah, Brett and Owen is the other ones. I didn't know how many other brothers he had. And then after
now you got Natalia.
Okay, hold on. I'm about to share something.
Yeah.
Because Jim married into the Hart family, and then Natalia was born, so that makes her part of the Hart family.
So this is the tree right here.
Zoom in a little bit.
Okay, here we go. Does that work?
A little bit more, because it's a little hard to see still, but.
All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. That good? Or a little more?
That's all right.
That's good.
All right. So obviously you got Stu here, and then branches out Owen, Diana, who married Davey Boy, and now out popped Davey Boy Smith Jr. Then you got Ross, who I don't think is a wrestler.
No.
Allison Hart, who married Ben Basarab.
Okay.
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
Nope.
You got Smith, Bruce, Keith, Wayne Hart, and apparently is a ref. Dean Hart. And here you got Brett. And then there's a child, Georgia Hart, married BJ Annis, who popped out Teddy. Ellie Hart married Anvil and popped out Natalia. And then there's also Tyson,
who married Natalia.
Yep. And then distantly related somehow is Roddy.
It's Piper. He's always related.
It's probably like a 4th.
Yeah, they're like cousins, 2nd or 3rd cousins.
Yeah, something like that.
Complicated history, but out of all those, I mean, what is Tyson Kidd retired?
Yeah, well, at least WWE won't let him go.
Okay. Well,
Like they won't let him wrestle.
right. They won't let him wrestle. And then we got, let's see, now Natalia is wrestling still.
Yeah, Natalia is still wrestling. Teddy is wrestling when he's not in jail.
Yeah, let's not go into Teddy Hart too much.
No.
I still remember some of his antics.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but Davey Boy, I think he's wrestling for like MLW
Oh,
currently.
Dave-
Because well, what happened was he was signed last year by WWE, but unfortunately, like right around the time he was signed, he
Mhm.
caught COVID, and apparently it was a really bad case. And then
Oops.
once he got healthy, they used him once in a dark match,
Mhm.
and then let him go.
Damn.
So yeah, I think he's working now MLW because I don't think he doesn't want to go back to Japan.
I'm looking here briefly, and it looks like he's hanging around mostly in Major League, and he did a little bit of NWA too.
Okay.
Yeah, but he definitely did that, and yeah, apparently it was just hilarious. He had a dark match on SmackDown July, and then was released in November. Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna take you in, and then later on, nope, see ya. So
So I don't know what the hell went on with that.
I don't know. It's when it comes to WWE, it's like sometimes they change their minds on a dime,
On a whim. Yep.
Yeah.
on a women of prayer. Hail
Like,
Mary.
It's the winds
mean-
of change.
That's one family we could talk about right now. So I guess the McMahons. You know, Mr. McMahon, Mr. He. You know, the reason. Do you remember Jillian Hall?
Yeah.
You know why she had that mole on her face?
No.
It's because he watched Goldmember. He saw the mole scene and thought it was funny. Austin Powers Goldmember.
I remember that movie.
Yeah. He saw the scene with the mole. Thought it was funny. Said, God damn it, that's good shit.
I'll be like,
And,
Vince, get off your Viagra, Vince.
and it wasn't even a mole. It was like a disfigurement. Oh.
Yeah.
Vince, get off the juice, please. That time, but I digress.
There's a whole lot of juices that he's on.
Yeah.
Whole lot of juicing going on.
Yep.
So we got Vince, but his father though.
You got Vince
Yes.
Senior,
Right.
He's very
started-
well respected.
WWF,
Yeah. There's a name before that. Do you know it?
Capital Wrestling.
Capital Wrestling Corporation. Yes, correct.
Ah.
Then you got Vince, who took over in the early 80s.
Yep. And then completely went against his father's word.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And just started taking over everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He bought out his competition. And if he didn't buy out his competition, he was the most piece of shit person out there in the promotion.
Mhm.
He's the reason why there's only one guy and wrestling is nowhere near the big thing that it was back then.
Yep. But now there's two guys.
Mhm.
Yes. Thank the Lord for Tony Khan.
But
Although
then you also
others
got Billy Corgan with NWA again.
but then nowhere near as big.
No, not like they used to be.
No.
Yeah.
And plus, it's like he's trying to make it his own promotion. And, oh, no, yeah. I mean, he's trying, but he's trying with the wrong people.
Yeah.
Like, do you really want to see a show main evented by Tyrus?
Not particularly.
Not really.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So
Wow. I'm just looking a little bit more in his history.
let's see. You know we have to go with this one.
What's next?
Woo!
Sting.
Oh,
He has a family.
Yeah, or
I didn't know
"Woo,
Sting has a family in the wrestling business.
Sting does.
No,
No.
I was joking.
I say, I must say, watch everybody screaming like it's Darby. No, it's not, jerks.
No, it's
You got
Sting.
Stay.
little Miss Charlotte.
Actually, I mean, she didn't. She has so many pointless title reigns. Like, don't get me wrong, she's very good, very talented.
Yeah.
So many pointless title reigns. Like, they'll give it to her. They'll give her the belt for like 3 weeks, and then just take it off her for no reason at all.
Hmm.
I don't get that booking.
She's like the ultimate transition champion.
Really. Like, I don't. Like,
She's
one
got
thing that
14 title reigns already. She's
should
only been
not have
wrestling,
that
what,
many. 7
What?
years?
8
No,
years at most?
But here's a
no,
question.
10. She started 2012.
Yeah.
But
So it's
here's
about
my
11.
question with that though. With Flair's title reigns, his 16 title reign, that was not just from one federation, was it?
There's the NWA. Well, it depends on, because the thing is, right? 16 is what's recognized by WWE. So
Right.
there's like one WWE reign plus 15 NWA/WCW.
Right.
Okay.
If
But
you
he's
go,
also got like
he's
so
got
many
like,
others from other federations.
yeah, he's got about like 5 or 6 outside the WWE that they don't recognize. So like realistically, he has about 21, 22 world title reigns. But then again, they were also like title reigns, except for maybe the last 2. They were title reigns that really meant something, you know.
Mm.
Like Charlotte. This is nothing against her. Don't get me wrong, please.
Right.
Put the pitchforks away. This is nothing against her, but it's just the stupidity of the booking of modern day WWE. She'll get the title. Like, do you remember in 2016 when they first separated the brands?
Yes.
And she was the champion, and then the very next show, Sasha wins on pay-per-view. Then the next night, Charlotte wins it back. Then the next pay-per-view, Sasha wins. And then she'll hold it for like 3 weeks, and then Charlotte wins it back. They played hot potato for like no reason at all.
Yeah.
Like, that's 3 reigns right there. There was no reason why Charlotte should have won the belt. Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
That's pretty much what they did with it.
Hey, Brain, your turn. Woo.
Yep. Woo. Hey, cleaner, hang on. Here you go.
Oh.
You dropped the ball. When I dropped the belt.
Yeah.
There's a fumble Rooski.
But what still pisses me off is that she beat Asuka like 2 weeks before Mania, just to do that double belt bullshit in the main event. Not saying that she didn't deserve it, but it should have been Ronda and Becky.
Yeah, it should have been a singles match between Ronda and Becky.
Yeah, and then you have Asuka versus Charlotte. Let Asuka get her win back from the previous WrestleMania. You know?
Right?
Oh man.
Oh God. Like I said, whoever's in booking.
Hindsight is 2020.
Yeah.
Foresight. You know?
And 2 things that WWE does not have. Or at least Vince McMahon does not have.
Foresight and common sense.
You know? You could present him with like some of the worst stuff on the internet, like in 4chan, and he'll be like, "That's a good idea."
Yeah. You can literally show him a burrito.
Right?
Just show him a burrito. And he'll be like, damn it, we're booking that for Raw.
It's gonna be Rey Mysterio in a burrito.
Yeah. Just in a burrito. No, just that's how you got the idea for that segment with Eddie Guerrero and Big Show, where Eddie gave him a burrito, but then Big Show had to crap his pants on the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
I
Vince
started a
McMahon.
Sandler film.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So, all right,
on, Vince.
moving on.
What are some modern, more like, I shouldn't say modern, but like the ones that you don't hear about a lot. Can you
Second
guys
gen?
think of any? Like any wrestling families that you don't really hear that are families?
Ooh,
Well,
I don't know.
what about Teal?
The Piper?
Teal.
Yeah, she is a
Teal
second
Piper.
generation wrestler.
She's a second generation wrestler.
Fresh into her career.
Yeah.
Where's she working out of?
Actually, I'm not sure right now. I know she did a couple of AEW Darks.
Yes, I do remember that. And you know what? That's probably going to turn into ROH. Because that's what pretty much ROH has become.
Teal Piper? I see.
So is Teal her birth
She does
name?
more acting than she does wrestling.
Yeah, you could see that. I could see that in filmography. Oh shoot, she was in CSI.
Yep.
Which one?
New York. She played a businesswoman. The episode name is
Slante.
Slante.
See, I can't go. See, I'm gonna get off track again, but
Don't go too
I can't
far.
watch.
What do you mean
Oh
again?
no, it's
You never got on track.
so then that means I never got. Technically, I never got off track. If I was never on it in the first place.
He's got a point.
Touche.
Touche.
But it's NCIS. I think it's like New Orleans or CSI New Orleans or whatever. And you got the guy from Tokyo Drift, and he's got like that hardcore Southern accent. I can't take that show seriously.
Wait, you mean the main guy or the Asian actor?
No, the white guy.
Oh yeah,
The
okay.
American.
Gotcha.
Because he's like an agent on the New Orleans one. I don't know if it's NCIS or
NCIS.
CSI. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he has that hardcore Southern accent on that show, and I'm just like, I can't take that seriously.
Yeah, no.
Well, nah, man, Southerners are not bad. Y'all can't make fun of Southerners.
Yeah, we've been talking second and third generations.
Yeah, but I think for Teal,
let's talk about some more third generation guys.
Let's find another.
Oh, I thought we were going to start about talking fourth generation. I'm like, do you know any fourth generation?
Yes, I do.
Who?
Ava Raine.
Make it rain.
Oh,
Simone Johnson.
The Rock.
She is a fourth generation wrestler.
That's right.
RAINE.
Yep. Grandfather, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Great grandfather.
Great grandfather. Grandfather, Rocky Johnson.
Soul
Father,
Man.
Dwayne Johnson.
The Rock.
Those are some pretty big shoes to fill.
Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, they're not using her the right way. She's more of a comedy relief for Schism, and it's getting on my nerves. They haven't really given her a chance to show her skills yet.
To be fair, how many people you could say that about in WWE or in AEW?
We lost count.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, we lost count. It's just crazy.
I mean, some guys have been brought up too quick. Some people are just left to languish. And that's what they're doing with her. She's languishing. I mean, how many matches has she had?
I don't know.
I don't think she's had many matches yet. She's been involved with a lot of run-ins and other bullshit.
I mean, I don't mind it in terms of maybe she's not they don't think she's ready from an in-ring standpoint. But then again, you also got to remember we're talking about a company where, especially now in NXT, the new NXT, we're talking about a company that doesn't really give a crap about in-ring wrestling. They want to be like that drama show. They want to be NCIS. They want to be Friends. They want to be The Office.
I like what you said that. They want to be that drama show.
Yeah. Because they hire a bunch of writers from primetime television, and then they try to act like primetime television. They forget they're a wrestling program.
She has had a whopping 2 matches so far.
Oy vey.
Yeah.
Either she's that green or they're that not confident in her.
Cautious.
Oh, cautious, yeah. That's insane.
She was at Stand and Deliver,
Mm-hmm.
losing to Chase University. And then she's batting 500. She's got a win under her belt. She beat Ivy Nile.
Gotcha.
So
Ivy Nile. Is that Kaylee Ray?
hang on.
Yeah, take a look.
So that's the one thing I hate about WWE is that they'll always no, that's not Kaylee Ray, but they'll always be changing like the names of people, and I'm like, okay, who the hell is this person?
Who the hell are you?
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh, like I like, I'm trying to think. Look, for example, Kaylee Ray. I don't know what her WWE name is, but I personally can't call her whatever it is because I know her as Kaylee Ray.
Mm-hmm.
How do you spell that, by the way?
Kay space Lee space Ray.
So since we're down in NXT right now,
Mm-hmm.
how about another second generation guy?
Shoot.
Braun Breaker.
God, I wish he had a fucking. Oh, I wish they gave him the Scott Steiner gimmick. Oh my god.
I don't know if he could be as clever as Scott Steiner, though.
He's actually got a good combination of Scott and Rick.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
His mic skills are absolutely phenomenal.
No, yeah, like I don't understand why they try to make him look like his father and his uncle. At least, their old school run.
Mhm.
But they don't give him the Steiner name. He's got to be Braun Breaker. Like, okay, if you change it to Braun Steiner, fine. I'm fine with that.
Von Steiner.
Braun Steiner.
Von Steiner. That's right.
Braun
And then you go-
Steiner it doesn't quite roll off the tongue like Braun Breaker.
No.
Breaker.
Because you know why?
Why?
When I hear names like Braun Breaker, Ivy Nile, Wes Lee, Wendy Chu, I'm thinking of Brutus Clay or Brutus Creed. I'm thinking of like names from 1980s, early 90s jobbers.
Oh, shit, isn't it?
Legit, like those developmental names.
Mm-hmm.
When
Sounds
I hear
like
them,
Captain Kimbo.
I think of jobbers. I think of, oh, what was it? Like Ice Cold Steve McFreeze, whatever they wanted to call fucking Stone Cold.
I'm just thinking about the names you're saying. It sounds like Schwarzenegger names.
He called he said in an interview one time when he was coming up with the Stone Cold name, they gave him like a whole bunch of list of names, and one of them was like Dude Cool Freezy, like Steve Icy or something like that. And it's like, bro, who thinks of this shit?
The one who gets paid a lot for it.
True. But like,
Yeah, really.
so when I hear these names, I'm like, bro, these are just like Ridge Holland, Shanky, LA Knight. As much as I love the dude, LA Knight, Kit Wilson, you know.
I'll say it's just straight up. I think half the time when they come up with names, they're using a generator, a random name generator.
There
I think they are.
legitimately is. If you go online, there legitimately is an NXT name generator.
Hold on, you know what? Give me a second. I'm gonna look it up real quick. It's like NXT gimmick. No, it's like gimmick generator.
Yeah. So
Oh,
like,
it already
yeah.
gave me a result. I gotta share this one real quick. Hold on, this one's mine.
Yeah, see?
Oh my
Tokyo.
god. Oh my god.
So wait, they literally just gave you Jay Lethal's macho, Black Machismo gimmick.
Tokyo Bay. It's like that makes absolutely no sense. Second come match, like, oh yeah, I got to be
Oh,
Tokyo
yeah.
Bay. It's like,
You are not gonna fucking believe this.
hold on a second. First. I'm gonna jump out of here. Let me get my cup of coffee in the morning. Oh yeah, my cup of coffee. Give me the
With
cup.
the rocket shit. No, wait,
Don't
no,
forget,
that's Ultimate Warrior.
don't forget to snap into a Slim Jim. Oh yeah.
All right, hold on. Wait. Let me stop sharing. All right, your turn. What did you get, Brain?
It's
I wanna
fucking ugly.
I want to
This is
see
fucking
this.
ugly.
No,
This is
hey,
fucking
I
ugly.
showed mine. Let's see yours. All right, hold on. Let's see.
A soccer player.
Stuart Bombard sounds like a comic book name. It sounds like the Ice
Yeah, really.
It sounds like
Let's see. Wait a minute.
I know it's stuff from in Dirty Secret. I
you do a
demand a
reroll. Let me
reroll.
see mine.
Matthias Epic, a thug.
Oh my! Oh, they give me a different one. Sonny Simpson, you Matt Times. Oh God.
No.
Hold on. Oh, wait. Cleaner, your turn. We gotta see cleaners, man.
All right. Let me kill.
Yeah, let me share yours. Let me share yours.
Yep.
Martin Bauman, the meal.
A Mid-Eastern heel.
The sad thing is I knew a guy named it's Marvin, never mind. Not Martin.
So, yeah, they pretty much just gave me Muhammad Hassan.
Yeah.
And a reroll is Travis Troy, a failed rock star. Rick Boogs.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. Second coming up best and Booger.
Oh god.
Oh God, nice.
Oh.
Burn it.
Oh, mine said Francesco Phillips, you will be the perverted old man. No. No, we're not doing Vince Part 3.
No.
Yeah. No, but you're right though. Look at that. You just used that gimmick thing and we made all these names up. And then once again it shows that sometimes it's just how you take that name and you make it shine. And sometimes you can do it, sometimes you can't. LA Knight, yeah. Okay, so that's interesting. But yeah, Braun Breaker.
I don't think we have to go through the entire list, but
let's pick another one.
The Inoue family.
Right.
Enough said.
No, it's enough said. We could spend. That's like a whole show going through the family tree.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's a whole show right there. Everybody. But would you say Roman Reigns is the most let me see. I can put it.
No.
Right.
I wouldn't say Roman Reigns is the most popular.
Most successful, I was going to say.
No,
I was going to say
still then,
no.
The
Rock.
Yeah, he's behind The Rock, but
you think he's going to ever surpass The Rock?
No.
I hope not.
Well, in wrestling, maybe. In overall, no.
Because even in wrestling, I don't think so. But go ahead.
Sorry. Because the thing is, remember, Rock was how many years the most highest paid actor in Hollywood?
A couple of years.
It's huge. Yeah, he's huge. He's
making $30-40 million a picture easily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's making like at least 2 or 3 pictures a year.
Yeah,
he's busy.
So he's making bank without even blinking.
Yeah.
He's making bank while he's sleeping.
He literally just bought a UFC fighter a home. That's how rich he is. So there's no way you're gonna have Roman reach that level.
Then
Yeah.
also think about this. Ask a normal person between like if they recognize Roman Reigns, have them say who, but then it says, "All right, The Rock." You're gonna hear every damn thing about Dwayne Johnson, everything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, even if they don't watch wrestling, they'll tell them about the catchphrases.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how.
And
that's
not
how-
even like the phrases from wrestling. It could
Nope.
be just like something from one of his recent movies. He's, I think, put out like at least 2 movies a year for how many years? You know,
Yeah, at least about
Exactly.
a decade, we would say.
at least.
Yeah. So that's a very powerful. That's a very powerful testament.
Yeah.
The Rock has done what Hogan wished he did.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna basically say it straight up like that. The Rock
Yeah.
has done what
The Rock
Hogan
became
wished.
successful in Hollywood,
Yes, something that Hogan wished.
whereas
he
Hollywood Hulk Hogan did not.
No.
did. Nope.
I mean, hell, I would even say
See, that's what-
Austin's
I think that's
bigger
what
than
cursed him.
Hogan.
That's what cursed him, aside from the fact that he can't act for shit.
No, he. Oh my. Did I
Taking
ever
the
tell
name
you?
Hollywood Hogan.
Did I ever tell you the story? So there, for those that don't know, I am subscribed to another wrestling podcast that I enjoy, and one of their things that they do is, you could watch along with them. They'll do like a movie or a wrestling event or something like that, and one of the shows they did was the Hulk Hogan Christmas movie. I forgot the name of it.
Don't even go there.
So
Don't even need to
Yeah.
go there.
yeah,
It
If you can't remember the
was-
name, it must be that bad.
It was
let's just say
horrible.
it exists. It exists. Watch it under caution.
Don't watch it. Watch it with people,
Yeah, under
because
I just
then
say
you
watch-
will laugh about how horrible it is.
look. It's just like the Star Wars Christmas special. Okay, it's one of those things where it's just avowed for years.
Do not get people started on that.
Oh, they already did.
Oh, there's a
I
whole
thought-
generation that doesn't even know what it is because it's so long ago.
Oh, they know. Oh, they know. There's enough memes about it.
Well, they know of something called the Star Wars Christmas special. They don't know what it is.
Oh,
They've heard
trust
of
me.
it, but it's lore. But it's
Yeah.
on. Somebody posted to YouTube.
Yeah.
Mhm. While high on a few substances, we'll say.
More than a few.
Quite. Yeah. Just to talk about the future generations, though. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember for a time the Von Erichs had sworn off after the tragedies of the other ones. And I remember, I believe it was Kevin who said he wasn't.
He was
gonna
the
train
last
anybody
one.
New. Yeah, but apparently there's now some Von Erichs that came around.
So he does have, I think, 1 or 2 kids that are in the business. They're
Mhm.
nowhere near as successful or as popular as he was or his family was. But I believe he has a pair of sons that are a tag team on the Indies.
Mm.
Marshall and Ross.
Marshall and Russ.
Ross.
Oh.
ROSS.
Okay, that's not a bad name.
They're working for MLW.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
They're former tag champions.
Yeah, because they're not as popular as he was or his family, but then again, that's also times of the changing of the generations.
Okay, and Kerry had a daughter who wrestled for a little while.
Mm.
Lacey.
She's related?
Lacey Von
What?
Erich.
Whoa.
I didn't know they were related.
Yep.
I thought she just took the name.
Nope, she's his daughter.
Oh, wow, okay. See, I know Lacey Von Erich.
Yeah, Lacey was cool.
Yeah, she was very big in a time where women's wrestling, at least on the mainstream, wasn't as respected. I know she was in TNA.
Yes, she's a former TNA Knockouts tag team champion.
Yes, with ODB.
I'm looking it up now.
I don't know why. That's the name. It's probably either ODB or Taylor Wide for some.
Nope.
Cheerleader Melissa?
Held by. Nope. You're gonna love it.
Oh boy.
Velvet Sky.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh, she was the one that was in the Beautiful People.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, because I remember they did a whole story with Madison Rain. I always remember the fourth person, but I never remembered that was Lacey.
Definitely.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So.
I mean, then now we could talk about a bunch of the at least one former AEW guy and a bunch of the second generation, third generations in AEW. You know, you had Brian Pillman. Now you have, Brock Anderson. Julia Hart? Is she part of the Hart family?
I don't think so.
But yeah, no, you had a couple of names with AEW or second generation talents.
A couple of names in there. Okay. Provide.
No, doesn't say anything about being part of the Hart family.
Okay. She probably just then took the name.
Yeah.
No.
That's legitimately her name.
Oh, that is?
That is legitimately her name. Julia Rose Hart.
Okay. Oh, I'm surprised I forgot. The Gun Club.
Yep, we got
Austin
that.
and Colton.
Austin and Colton.
What do you think of him now?
Guns up.
What do you think of him now?
Who? The Gun Club?
Yeah, Gun Club.
I think right now they're having a very good run.
They're having a good run. But it's just weird considering them Bullet Club and considering like this is just like Bullet Club in name kind of because it's Bullet Club Gold. And they're only calling Bullet Club Gold is because Juice was never kicked out. But Jay White was kicked out. He was kicked out of Japan and was kicked out of New Japan. But he never relinquished captaincy, I guess, or leadership of Bullet Club. But David Finlay took it from him in New Japan. So it's very weird, and because it's like a split without there really being a payoff or a war. It's just like, oh hey, we got two ex Bullet Club guys. Let's try to keep Bullet Club name going in AEW.
They could do much more with that though, just
No, they could.
I mean, they should be booking them more often when you think about it.
And like
even
you
just
could
run-ins.
You could do because like a lot of the Bullet Club guys are overseas talents, and as far as I know, they don't live in Japan.
Right.
So you could play that out here in America on AEW, since technically Jay can't work a New Japan show.
Right. And also even things like being more of a heel and a more of a an obstacle for some of the other people.
Yeah.
Like,
but then again, the thing would be like, okay, now Jay and Juice kind of have to be faces, because the new Bullet Club in Japan is like trying to go back to the original version, which was just old school heels, no hokey pokey bullshit.
Just why can't they do it here? Like, why can't they do it here?
I don't know, because like you have David Finlay.
Yeah.
Old faction. I know you had
Oh,
House, you got BCC.
well,
You know,
you had
BCC
like
versus
David Finlay,
BCG.
Clark Connors, the War Dogs. Like, there's a bunch of guys you get. Yeah, hell, Kenta. Apparently, so I found out, even though Kenta was released by WWE in 2019, he still lives permanently in the United States.
Hmm.
So,
Sweet.
like, you could run the angle with him as well, because he's still Bullet Club.
Gotcha. Hmm. Brain.
Okay.
Something caught your
Okay.
attention.
How about this for an old school second generation guy?
All right. Bring it on.
Greg the Hammer Valentine.
He's
Who's
second
his
gen?
father?
Johnny Valentine.
Hmm.
How about Angel
know
Garza?
that. I feel like you're gonna say his father's name, and I'm gonna be like, God damn it! Why did I know that?
I just looked up Johnny Valentine real quick, and damn.
He's an old school guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it says here 1975 he survived a plane crash.
Is that the plane crash with Flair?
It doesn't say. Well, no, let me see.
I think that was the Flair plane crash.
It didn't say. Well, wait. Yeah, no, you're right. Ric Flair, David Crockett, Bob Burgers, and Tim Woods.
Yeah, they were going somewhere. I forgot where they were going. They were trying to make a show, and then, if I remember right, their plane overshot the runway.
Well, partway
Yep.
through the flight, it ran out of fuel.
Oh, okay. So it overshot on the landing. Okay.
Yeah. Oh man.
Okay.
Anyway, let's
Shoot.
get back.
Yeah, let's get back to the families. Said no one ever.
Yeah, really.
So Greg Valentine, but
Yeah,
there's
I've
no
never
there's no third
I've
generation.
never
after
heard of
Greg.
this guy.
Shoot.
Who?
This is the first generation. Jimmy Janetti. And he's got a daughter named Jenny, who's a wrestler.
Jenny Janetti.
No relation to Marty?
Nope.
Thankfully.
But
I mean, here's one family that we haven't mentioned yet.
Who?
The Ortons.
Ooh,
Yes.
Good one.
great one.
Good one with that one.
First one was, I'm forgetting his name. Oh, I forgot what Randy's grandfather's name is. But obviously, Cowboy Bob Orton is his father, who still wears the same cast after 40 years.
He's got some of the slowest healing bones I've ever seen.
Yeah, not enough milk.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. He keeps hitting people with that bone. It's never going to heal.
Bob Orton.
Yeah, that cast. Boom. Up, you broke your arm again.
So
and his
that was,
Uncle Barry.
yes.
Barry one? I don't remember that one.
Okay.
And then obviously Randy himself.
Randy Orton.
Yeah.
You think there's going to be another generation after that?
I don't know.
I mean,
maybe.
Based on TikTok, yeah. Because
Here's
he's giving his
another-
kids RKOs.
Here's another second generation.
Mm-hmm.
Von Wagner.
I actually just looked that up too.
Right.
His father was a jobber, I think.
His father was Bo Beverly.
Oh, shiznit. I remember that.
Oh wait, I just had. Oh yeah, what about? Here's a name, the Wyndhams,
Oh, absolutely.
or I should say the Rotundas.
Oh, well, why not both?
Actually, yeah. Well, I was thinking of Wyndham Rotunda, which is obviously Bray Wyatt. Then you got Bo, just Bo. Their father is IRS, Mike Rotunda. And then you have, the Wyndhams, Barry,
I thought it was two Barrys.
Terry?
I thought it was a Bandit Barry Windham Sr. and a Barry Windham Jr.
To Wikipedia.
To the
Yeah.
wiki. To the wiki.
Okay. We seem to be dancing around a couple of families.
Let's get to them before we end up all night.
The
in the
Hennig
sunlight.
family.
Oh, yes.
Let me see. I know it's Kurt, but who was Kurt's father?
Larry
Larry Hennig. Okay.
Yes.
Larry, Kurt,
and
then
Curtis Axel.
Curtis Axel.
The Michael McGillicuddy of generations.
Mhm.
God. Unfortunately, he hasn't done anything.
So here's the Wyndhams, right?
Okay.
So mind you, the Wyndhams, the two families I mentioned, they're actually one. So first you got Blackjack Mulligan.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
And then you get Barry, Kendall, their brothers.
Kendall, that's right.
And then you have Mike Rotunda as a brother-in-law.
Right.
And then his nephews are Bray and Bo.
Oh.
So that's how the whole family ties in.
Oh, I found a good one.
Shoot.
Magic would love this part.
Go ahead.
Come on, guys. You know this one.
Just say it.
Magic wouldn't shut up about him.
I'm at a loss.
Iron Mike Sharp.
Yes.
I'm
He was a
sure.
second generation.
Didn't know that.
Yep.
Let's see.
All right, I'm going to throw another name out for you.
Hmm.
And he's a brand new talent. And he's hot right now. Hook.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Well, he's kind of lukewarm right now. I won't say he's that hot.
Well, oh, no. When he comes back, he's going to get a big pop.
I hope so, because he's kind of right now just feels more lukewarm than anything.
So I feel like, we could talk about AEW in any video, but I feel like there's going to be a setup between him and another, well, technically a first generation superstar, but a son of a big name.
Right.
In Jack Perry.
Right.
Yeah.
But
the wrestling world, there's so many trees and there's so many branches.
And there's
so many roots.
So many of them coming into their own, following their footsteps. Second, third,
Time for another name. Time for another family.
Real quick. What's that?
Poffo.
Yes. Lanny Poffo.
They have a kid, right?
Who's
like
his kid after Lanny?
I feel like Lanny had a son that's in the business. I don't know why I think this.
Yeah, I don't see that.
No. Yeah. I don't know why I thought he had a kid. His father. Huh.
Nope. No kids.
Nope, no kids.
Randy didn't have any kids either.
Mm-hmm. Well, wait.
Yeah,
no,
that one.
Lanny had one daughter.
But she never got into business.
Right.
Right.
Damn. I did not know he was a motivational.
Say that again?
He was a counselor and a motivational speaker.
Yes, after he retired.
Yeah.
He's just a very good speaker. Get away with words.
Gentlemen,
Indeed.
We're going to wrap this up with one of the most infamous families in wrestling history.
Mm.
I would say the Steiners, but different Steiners, different sect.
At sacrifice. Anyway.
My Steiners, we know how to do math.
We'll talk about that later.
Sometimes I wonder about that because sometimes you can't tell time.
But then again, I'm not on Lombardi time.
Oh, God. All right, Brain. Let's wrap it up. Take it away with the last family.
Some of the greatest luchadors ever. Well, two families.
The Parkas. I don't know their last name.
No, fuck the Parkers.
No, they actually. I mean,
I know, but I'm not really worried about them.
They have a family. Not the Guerreros.
You got two? I said two.
Mm-hmm.
I changed it to two.
Go for it.
The Guerreros and let me guess, the Mysterios.
Indeed.
Yep. I mean, I would say the Guerreros are probably much, much higher up.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely higher up than the Mysterios because the Mysterios only have Rey and Dominic.
I mean, realistically, we could have made a whole entire episode on Mexican wrestling families because that's literally, if you see any Mexican promotion, there's at least 5, 6 El Hijo or El Hija, which is the son
or daughter of.
Yeah.
Hijo
El Hijo
son,
del
Hija
Santo.
son.
El Hijo del
daughter.
Santo.
La
El
Hija.
Hijo del Vikingo.
Yeah.
El and La. You got also remember to change it too, because
Yeah.
you have to change the gender.
Oh yes, you're right.
La
Gotta
It's
change
been a
your
while
pronoun.
since my last Spanish lesson.
I mean,
native. Yeah.
ooh, damn, we almost forgot another family.
Shoot.
The Funks.
Yes, Terry and Dory.
That's it though.
And Dory Sr.
Yes.
Dory Sr., Dory Jr., and Terry. 3 of the craziest motherfuckers that ever stepped between the ropes.
No line there, but still feels like I wish it was kind of more, but some families don't go further than that. They did make their mark in wrestling history. No lie about that.
Oh, they sure did. Hell, Terry's still wrestling.
That crazy son of a bitch.
Every now and then.
Yeah. When he feels like it.
Yeah.
When it kicks in.
But, gentlemen, this has been an absolutely phenomenal trip through the family tree of wrestling.
So many names, so little time.
Exactly. We could have made this a 4-hour show and still not covered them all.
Literally. Yeah, well.
But maybe we'll come back to this for a part 2.
Maybe 5 hours we'd cover them all, but
it's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Yeah. Maybe, like I said, maybe we'll come back to it at another time for a part 2.
But we need I was going to say we need a Vince appreciation night. I mean, it's going to be after that. And by saying Vince appreciation night,
we already appreciate you.
But I need my own night.
What? Cleaner night? What? Yeah.
Yeah, cleaner appreciation night.
Cap.
I am the
or can.
I am. Listen, whatever
it
is,
canned.
Whatever you guys have in mind, I have no problem.
We're gonna can that one already.
And
you know what? Then I'll make my own podcast with blackjack and hookers.
In fact, forget
the reference.
In fact, forget the hookers. But anyways, to hear some more shenanigans and craziness, just tune in to us every Thursday on YouTube, where we're posting another episode. So we'll come up with another one next week, and we'll have some clips uploaded here and there. Tune into that, some TikToks, some random Instagrams, and a whole bunch of other shenanigans. So until next week.
Do that enough times so we can take your money now.
We'll get a Patreon going.
Mm-hmm.
Go turn, Bray.
So, all right, gentlemen, as always, until next week, too sweet.
Too sweet.
Damn. And guns up.
Bing, 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 ding, 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 ding. And we're
Indeed.
also grateful that you didn't come out with pitchforks this week.
Give it time.
Hey.
They may.